It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 25. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with a pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Allen comes out throwing. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Allen now on first down. Complete to Coleman. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a man in motion. To the air again, Allen. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Again, Allen to the air. Cook calls it in. Touchdown, Buffalo! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Gray now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
And he doesn't shy away from that spotlight. You can't in this league. If you're an NFL quarterback, all eyes are looking at you. When your team needs you in a crucial spot or a down-to-the-wire contest, you've got to be the one who's got that steady hand to drive your team to success.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen connects with Cook. Escapes a defender. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Allen on the play action. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Past midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Bale. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. Allen. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills break the tie here in the 1st. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bass now to kick this away. Gray now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. They've got first down from the 31. Slot man in motion right. Throwing from the gun. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss, looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Tracy once more. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They go right back to Tracy. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in motion right. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Connects with Slayton. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A give right side to Tracy. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Robinson on the inside give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Slot man motioned over. Tracy can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. And they will score! Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Hauled in left side. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun here. Connection made to Coleman. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Motioning him from the slot right. First down throw for Allen. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Slot man in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Buckle up. It's third and goal. This time he's looking to throw. And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills get some late points and the lead. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Buying some time right. We're working a couple of yards past the line. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's back to throw. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into the locker rooms now, all tied up. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the 2nd half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Gray now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taken in by Bellinger. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
A handoff to Tracy. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Here's Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And that's good for a gain of 5. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Motioning the tight end now. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throwing now on 1st down. Connects with Johnson. This is ahead for about 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, headed right. From the 36. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 2nd and 4. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Tracy has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Cut out left. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Shakir in motion right. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Allen to throw. Complete to Shakir. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Man in motion, out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. Connects with Cook. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Allen gonna throw again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air again, Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Bass now to kick this away. Starting at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Running this with Tracy. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd down from the gun. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Receiver in motion, headed right. First down throw for Allen. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. Shakir with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're running the option, short side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Second and 6 coming up here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Sending a receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To throw again, it's Allen. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Pass now to kick this away. And down as the return reaches the 35. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It's caught right side by Jaxson. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right? When the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Bills holding on to a field goal lead. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Cook. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down. Slot receiver headed left. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on fourth down. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he sends this one straight up. He's trying to stick him deep. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from New York.